morning, collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your Timeless Chakra Reading. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal, for short, they're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Darn the Circle Production since 1998, 24 and a half years of service. At the time of this timeless recording, I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It's available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box that you can preview it for free and see the dedication to my mother, a Cancerian sun sign. Yes, I am the son of a crabby crab. I've had them throughout my life as a result, and always happy to serve you all because you are creative water, cardinal water, and you know what I am? I'm a creator on Patreon. Patreon's good say way. Patreon.com, sorta. Slash Drawing the Circle, a wonderful members-only subscription platform. We've been on it a year at the time of this timeless recording. I've got seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, goddesses, 8 levels of subscription. So much fun as a creative, mystical artist that I am, spiritual teacher, reader, all that jazz. All of my subscribers get to see me every morning with an unlisted YouTube live stream link so they can chat with me. I do it from the laptop, on my couch, cup of coffee, bathrobe, talking about the day's astrological weather, magical applications, spiritual implications, ending with a little prayer, a little blessing to send us on our way, and it is my favorite way to start the day, and even though it rhymes, I do really mean it. As well as all of my subscribers get the extended readings. Part 1 on YouTube. There is Part 2 on Vimeo.com, and I love Vimeo.com. I had Vimeo.com before I started doing readings here on YouTube, but all of my subscribers across the board get the extended readings, past, present, and into the future, as long as they remain subscribers. And though all of my subscribers don't get all of the benefits, obviously the majority of them get the recorded Zoom events. So if they can't make it on at the time of the event, they can watch it back, and it's exclusive. No one else gets to see that. We've done tarot parties, we've had classes, we've had hangouts, and I'm planning, at the time of this recording, I'm really thinking by the end of the year, 2022, we're going to have a drunk tarot party there on Zoom, but I think it's going to be a gas. So if you want more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, or more Mal in your life, remember they're just my initials, then come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, at my crab cakes. Just call me Mal. I love you. I love my crab. Seriously, there is an unbroken line of Cancerian females in my life, and always so very happy to serve and to help. But what we're going to do here is an energy reading for the chakra system. It is a general reading. Standard YouTube reading rules apply to help you come into alignment, to heal, right? That's why it's timeless. All of this is archetypal. We all go through the same stuff, but, you know, in different ways. Highly individualized curriculum for each and every one of us in terms of our healing, our spiritual awakening, our hero's journey. And cross-watchers, if you apply what you see here in your own life, either for compassion and understanding for the one you are cross-watching for, or maybe you apply this healing to yourself, whatever comes up, then you are helping everyone heal, including the cross-watcher. So just something to think about, because the more in alignment with that we are on the inner, the outer follows suit. As above, so below. As within, so without. It's on the emerald tablets, but don't try and swallow them because they're really huge and chunky. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. Absolutely check your other signs, because your sun sign might be more about your solar plexus, your moon sign more about your heart chakra. We're going to look at all of them. I'm going to do the best that I can to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace to help this world heal, reading by reading, video by video, doing what I incarnated to do, my sacred contracts. Let's get up in this gig. Please take a nice deep breath. The shift from explanation to divination starts at the still point. And here we go. Using the Caroline Myss archetype cards. Oh yeah, and there's lots of links in the description box for videos, not my own, not all my own, certainly one from Caroline Myss, MYSS, she's a PhD, talking about the anatomy of the spirit, life-changing book for me, Sacred Contract. So if you want to go deeper, check that out too. That's why we're starting with just one more time. As as I call upon, thank you for reminding me, as I call upon the collective pantheon of the divine for the Cancerian collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. There we go, watching this video and receiving this reading. What is the dominant 8th chakra archetype hovering over their head, changing the electromagnetic dynamics of all the chakras underneath it, what they attract, what they repel, so that they fulfill their sacred contract. They can have this archetype a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Might be dealing with somebody who has this archetype, but it's still their lesson, that part of the contract. So what's going on up there? The 8th chakra dynamic for close but no cigar for the Cancerian collectives. There you are, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, nope, and cross watchers watching this video. Okay, guys are kind of all over the place here. I don't have that much coffee. Receiving this reading in this Timeless Chakra Read. There we go. Ooh, the detective. Oh no, sorry, the thief. They look very similar. The thief archetype. Well, let's talk the thief archetype. The thief archetype is an action family archetype. There are 9 different families. And what's written here is the shadow attribute and the light attribute. So in the language of spiritual alchemy, lead and gold. Lead has 3 more atoms than gold. You transform, release. You can't enter, matter cannot be created or destroyed, only changed or transformed. Releasing those. And that's why we are going to be using, come here, my lord, the whispers of Lord Ganesh, the Hindu elephant-headed god of prosperity and success, but also the remover of obstacles. So let me read you what's on the card. The shadow attribute: stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. Now, if you've had somebody steal from you in that way, shape, or form, it still means you're dealing with the archetype in your energy field. And if there's a recurring pattern where you tend to be stolen from rather than steal, then maybe you're more towards the light attribute. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Now look, a lot of people will go through a natural disaster and it's all taken from me, and it's kind of the same feeling, right? Except kind of hard to arrest nature. No matter how much we've tried, we're never going to, folks. Doesn't work that way. Mama does as mama will do. But there is something here in terms of an archetype of really getting clear on what can't be stolen from you. And you know what can't be stolen from you? Your free will about what you want to do, the treasure that is your heart, the wisdom that you have gained from joy and disappointment, the entire emotional scale, your creativity that comes out of it as Cancerians, cardinal water. So let's see what this is about. That one we do face up. The rest of all the chakra cards now we're going to do face down because they go out quicker that way. And then we'll flip them over, and then 2 tarot decks, heart, throat, third eye, crown, root, sacrum, solar plexus. And then we've got 3 clarifying decks. The Makhan Healing Mantra deck for a healing mantra to help, just 1. The Whisper of Lord Ganesh to help you remove the obstacles. And a chakra reading card from Rachel Sharman, Rockpool Publishing, to kind of say, start here, or look into this one. Yeah, please take a nice deep breath. So though we are going to do this from the 8th chakra down, we are going to read them from the root chakra up, I think. One more nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my goddesses of water, the sign of Cancer, powers of the West, please. 4 cards: crown, third eye, throat, and heart. The 8th chakra with the thief archetype is their mystical power. What's going on in their crown chakra? Their spiritual power. What's going on in their third eye? Their mental power. What's going on in their throat chakra? Their willpower, their choices, their decisions. Spit, swallow, or chew. And what's going on in their heart chakra, right? Element of water. Their emotional power. Let's just get these babies on the table. With Mythic Tarot, lower 3 chakras. This is the feminine energy, the inside, right? This lane. This lane is the masculine energy, the yang dynamic relationships in the world. And we'll call these out a little bit more specifically. Please take a nice deep breath. And I have ocean sounds playing in the back as usual now. It's my favorite background, and when stuff goes on in the condo village, it's not so distracting. Still point. as I call upon my gods of water, the sign of Cancer, powers of the West. 3 cards, please. Solar plexus, sacrum / navel, and root. Let's start with solar plexus. Their relationship to themselves in the world, their personal power, their survival intuition when their gut says something that maybe no one else is getting. In the room, their boundaries, what they will, what they won't, what they do, what they don't, their honor code, their integrity, and all that jazz. Second chakra, one-on-one relationships to another person or thing. Addiction is a relationship to a substance. Money, that's one energy field, so a relationship to money. Sexuality, right? All that second chakra stuff going on there. What do you got for the Cancerian collectives? And the element of water, second chakra. So let's see. What's going on for the Cancerians there, and in their root chakra, their groups, their families, their tribes, their circles of friends, their physical body, including the tribes of all of the bones in their body and all of the cells in their body. We are tribes within tribes within tribes. What do you got for the root chakra there? For the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sign, and Crosswatch, you're dealing with the thief in some way, shape, or form. Crown chakra, you've got the witch. Okay, it's the magician card. Get into your crown chakra. The third eye speaks and talks in languages. The crown chakra does not. It's the satellite dish. The satellite dish doesn't talk. It receives. So this is about what? Alignment. Aligning the cone of spirit, right? The cone of, I've heard it called so many things, right? Spirit in this deck. Down through the element of air, the wand she's holding, and the element of fire, under the cauldron, boiling the water in the cauldron, wearing the pentacle, earth, grounding it. This is very much what chakra alignment is. So, we'll see where your leverage is in this, but with only one tarot card down, that's pretty good. Now, the sacred truth of the crown chakra, according to Carolyn Myss's Anatomy of the Spirit, which I swear to God is a brilliant work, really very life-changing for me. Live in present time. Live in present time, because there's no place else you can live, right? You think you're living in the past or in the future, and yeah, our focus goes there, but then our energy goes non-local, and it's not here to take care of the cells. Carolyn Myss is an amazing human, hero, immortal, god, goddess, mystic that she is, and in the third eye, you have got the hurricane, the 5 of blades. Lots of thoughts going on. And a lot of these thoughts you got to know are not your own. They're sort of like dust particles in the air. But when I read clients, usually I ask the question, where is the safest place to be in a hurricane? And people give, the standard answers. Oh, in a bathtub. Oh, in a shelter, whatever. In a closet, whatever. But it's in the eye, symbolically speaking, the eye of the hurricane, the eye of the storm, the still point. It's to witness the thoughts, rather than necessarily believe that you see we are the silent witness of the thoughts, not the thinker, when we are in the still point. Whatever. So yeah, there's probably a mind storm. It's a 5. It'll balance out into the 6 of blades, or 6 of swords, taking the journey from choppy water to smooth. But with the witch on top of that, there is another take on that they just handed me, is that why wouldn't the witch in the 8th chakra create mental change in the third eye, seeing things differently? But it's only a 5. It's only a 5. What's going on in the throat? Love this. 10 of Pentacles in the throat chakra speaks of that wisdom and that wealth and that harvest that cannot be stolen for you, that you have to choose that. You have to say, whatever I've gained, whatever I've lost, what cannot be taken from me is what I have learned that you can't be aware of all the time, right? Wikipedia Brown updated that for the new millennium. Harvest, right? 10 of Pentacles on the outer is that happy home and family and happiness, health, wealth, and wisdom. When it's heart, third eye, crown, you have some choices to make. You have a lot of wisdom to make here that is grounded within you and can never be stolen. But you got to choose that. Not necessarily whatever. Because the other thing about the hurricanes, there's going to be a lot of other people's talk too, hitting your third eye, a lot of people's communication ideas, what I often call the toxicity of the well-meaning, right? Particularly family. Well, don't take a risk. What happened? Right? It's like, hey, I'm following my truth here. Clickety-clack, click. Clickety clack, said the Cancerian. Heart chakra, play the Six of Flames. Play Bastet. Get a kitty cat, Lil. Kitty cat, Bastet, solar Egyptian goddess, a mother goddess who really takes care of her kittens and is fierce as fuck when she needs to be, but is very, very playful. I have a wonderful spell cast called the Bass Cast that I wrote back in the 90s. If anyone's interested, it might even be on my YouTube channel. I don't remember, or take which class. Cycle 1, Class 7, circle casting. It's on Vimeo on demand, but all of my witches and gods, goddesses, I think, get those. Anyway, moot point. Your heart chakra could feel very, very playful. Play the role. Play the game. While the Five of Blades is spinning, that definitely puts a spin on this. So you've got a major arcana card in your 8th chakra, right? The spirit power. Air in the third eye, air. Earth, wisdom, full wisdom in the throat chakra. You can make some really wise choices and decisions here. And fire in the heart, like your heart is lit and playful, and 6s are numbers of balanced. Loving it. What's going on in your solar plexus? This might actually be a person. This can be outside looking in at you, right? Step out like in a mirror, look at yourself. Could be somebody you're dealing with when we got a court card. King of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. Person does not need to be a Capricorn sun sign, but I would say they are cardinal Earth, Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, which is your opposite sign. Complementary, opposite Cancer and Capricorn, right? Creative water and creative earth can do a lot together, but you don't necessarily see things from the same point of view all the time. One Cancerian perhaps being more emotional, intuitive, and Capricorn being a bit more grounded, practical. It's a good balance, so you do a lot with that. Now, if that is you from the outside in, that certainly speaks of this harvest within you, and it is in the zone of personal power, right? So this is really saying, you know what? See, sometimes when people actually start writing down things, right? Journaling, or like, a good exercise is write down the name of every lover you've ever had in this life, or, whatever. And automatically it brings up from the internal, the subconscious mind, what you learned from it and what you still have to learn from it. Otherwise, you repeat it, right? So this is great wealth. If I were to say this was looking at the Cancerian from the outside looking in, tremendous potential for growth, but it's slow and steady wins the race. So watch your boundaries, ruled by Saturn. Has rings around it, has boundaries around it. Well, it's better than having rings around Uranus, I suppose. Second chakra, the moon, your sign, Hecate, goddess of the crossroads, crone of the crossroads. Yeah, second chakra might be a little cloudy with a chance of mystical meatballs, but really, if you're tuned into your second chakra, here, I'll give you this one for free, because it's on YouTube, this is all free. If the second chakra goes, the answer is no for now. And if the second chakra goes, and on a scale, right? Does it all have to be, dastardly and muttly? And it doesn't have to be that. But certainly having that in your second chakra, money, intuitively could be big for you right now. But the intuitive choices, choice by choice by choice by choice. Ask yes or no questions to your second chakra. It takes a little while to learn the language, but it grunts, right? So in terms of money, sexuality, power, creativity, like even if you have a lot of money going on, a lot of, let's not use the word resources, because you can have money without resources. You can't eat money. Don't try it. High in fiber, though. So you kind of get the vibe there. You can really navigate this moment by moment through the physical world, even down to turn left, turn right. I'm a Virgo. I'm ruled by the intestines, the second chakra area. So am I doing this today? Do I want to do this today? And if it's like, and the answer is no. And it gets done at a better time. I'm not in control of it, right? I just follow the guidance. Let's see how you anchor this. You have got another court card and the Aquarius card, which says quite a bit. 11th house dynamic, right? King of Pentacles is 10th house, highest potential, which but he does in a weekend. It's the highest potential, and if we knew what our highest potential was, we'd run. It's all throughout history, myth, and scripture. It's just so true. It's better to not know. It's better to not know and just take the journey. But when we're talking about 11th house dynamic Aquarius, we are talking about a tribal situation here that might very well involve social justice, bringing people together. I say that because 11th house is interaction with the world, how your creativity interacts with the world, right? Aquarians, like the internet, bringing it all together, right? All these interconnect, humanitarianism, right? A service in some kind, but fixed air is also very much fixed thought. It is almost laser-like focus. And I have a lot of Aquarians in my life, and some of them are like amazing creative artists, and some of them are amazing like computer technicians and everything in between. So if this is, again, you from the outside looking in, it's saying in your relationships in the world, be very, very focused, but I would say be very, very compassionate mentally, right? It's not the people, it's the programs of pain that they're running. They're immortal souls just like me, because if we want to get let off the hook, we have to let other people off the hook. That doesn't mean you have to tell them, unless they ask. Never tell people you forgive them unless they ask. It starts arguments. Trust me, I know. So, interesting. But then again, that could be somebody from the outside looking in, you from the inside looking out. But it would have to be some kind of tribal figure, somebody in, the boss, the secretary, whatever structure, in the family even. It could be that. Are you the queen of your family, so to speak? We're not talking about gender. I like it. It feels good. And with that thief there, certainly you could be scoping and probing, looking around, really, really trying to see things from another point of view here. But don't forget that the wisdom in you get to choose that. You get to choose what you want to do with your finances, usually. Let's keep going. Let's get you. Oh, we're done with Tarot Town. We're going to Oracleville. Good old Oracleville. Though the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck and the Carolyn Myss archetype cards are not necessarily, they're not divination, they're healing systems. So let's get you a Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. His YouTube channel, I'm telling you, saved my life over and over and over. I'm very grateful for Matt Kahn. Please take a nice deep breath. And stylistically, we couldn't be more different, but we are on the same mission, and that's kind of cool. Still point. Don't cry on camera, you're wearing mascara, which also rhymes. Still point. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of Action, because I'm pretty sure the Thief is either Wild Card or Action Family. Maybe it's got a foot in both, but either way, I call to the Ascended Masters of Action, right? If this is about taking action in the world and dealing with the Thief archetype, particularly if people steal ideas and stuff, that 5 of Blades going on, you got to rethink things. I get that. Some things going on there. So let's cut to the chase. What's the perfect healing mantra that they can use of their own choice in the throat chakra, but to kind of get to that 6 of Blades from the 5 of Blades, so that they can alchemize what they need to alchemize here in this for the Cancerian Collective and Cross Watchers in this Timeless Read. Healing heartbreak. There we go. Changes the tone of the read for sure, but the mantra is absolute truth. My heart will love again. Now, let's talk heartbreak. I'm going to read it from the Bookie Book. The last 3 are all Bookie Book reads. That's why I save them for last. Heartbreak can be about anything. It's not all romantic sexual, but it's a general read. Only you can know what's resonating for you. He said, crossing his solar plexus. My boundaries on this stuff is not to immediately jump into the romantic. It's too clickbaity. But the mantra, my heart will love again, is the truth, because at the core of your heart is love. It is the essence of who we are. When you hear that, oh, it's the essence of this, it means it is the truth of who we are as one, right? So that can't be stolen from you. That's who you are. You incarnate into this world and go through all sorts of dramas. Because you know what? In the higher realms, it's lovely, but I can imagine it gets a little boring. I want chocolate. Well, we don't have any down here. You got to go down again. All right. And then you get chocolate and you go, why am I still here? Anyway, incarnational humor is often a hit or miss, like everything else. So healing heartbreak. My heart will love again. Because what do you got in your heart? You've got this play, right? You've got this playful emotional field that, yeah, I'm going to read it from the thing, but I know for sure a lot of the things, my greatest heartbreaks, I look back most of the time and go, oh, thank God that didn't happen. Location, location, location. One of my favorite mantras. Oh, how he can riff to find the page. Genius acting. Healing heartbreak. Please take a nice deep breath. My heart will love again. I love doing that. When heartbreak is healed, you are able to learn and grow from each relationship, no matter who you believe is to blame. Now, if this is a one-on-one relationship, a lot of emotions going on there with the moon card and the second chakra. Make sure you're really listening to the voice of it, though, because this might not just be about one person. It could be a repetitive pattern. As heartbreak is seen as life's way of breaking your heart open to expand the love you are able to give and receive, it becomes easier to pick up the pieces of your innocence and invite greater intimacy into your life. So, you know, the physical, biological heart, in and of itself, does it break? No, but you can have all sorts of going on there. We know, we're well aware. But for a Cancerian, healing heartbreak, only they can choose to do that because they are, and I know this from living with them, claws and shells and pincers, but inside such sweetness, such tenderness. The mothers, the nurturers of the zodiac, fourth house, home, right? That's why the crabs are always at home, right? But though they may pretend not to be as empathic and sensitive as they are, I'm a Pisces moon. I'm a Sigma empath. Just learned that last month. Blew my mind. Look at that. So I know. I can feel it. I can feel when you're fronting, and I can feel when you're guarding. Usually, but that's why I want you to heal this within yourself. This card is ideal for dealing with resentment, releasing the past, and healing grief. Because no one can steal what you have learned, but you get to choose if that is. Well, it's the truth, but you get to choose whether or not that is true for you. And with a playful heart, to say, you know what, it had to play out that way. In order for me to be who I was born to become in my life, that couldn't have happened any other way. But what I got out of it, so foundational. Harvest your own wisdom by your own choice and at your own pace. Lovely. Healing heartbreak. My heart will love again. It's Ganesh time, The Whispers of Lord Ganesha by Angela Hartfield. I use her Whispers of Love in other readings that I do here on the Tube of You to help remove the obstacles. Let's just do the prayer. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. My beloved Lord Ganesh, please, one card. In clarity for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message to help them remove those three symbolic atoms between shadow and light, lead and gold, pain and peace, the thief archetype there, so they can heal heartbreak with witch in the 8th chakra, hurricane in the 3rd eye, harvest in the throat, play in the heart, Capricorn, King of Pentacles, solar plexus, moon in the 2nd chakra, and Queen of Swords in the root in this timeless chakra. Readerino. Healing. My heart will healing heartbreak. Healing. And look at Ganesh riding a peacock. One huge peacock. Nice peacock. Oh, I'm totally having Eileen Brennan Clue flashbacks. Okay. Yes, Mrs. Peacock. Card number 36. Healing. I love that movie. Although really I'm more of a Mrs. White. Card number 36, healing. Please breathe in the Ganesh. Card number 36, healing. The true essence of your soul is one of complete health. The essence of your soul, not necessarily your personality or your ego. Ganesha is pictured sitting on a peacock. Peacock feathers have been used in curative remedies for thousands of years across countless traditional cultures. By the way, also sacred to the goddess Hera, who is one of my goddesses that sit in the throne of Cancer, and why I call my mother Hera, queen that she is. The challenges of daily life can throw you out of balance with the truth of your being. It is easy to get caught up in the daily grind and in a general feeling of lack. It's like something's been stolen. Maybe it's your energy, right? It need not necessarily always be about money in a general read. Remember that you were created from the perfection of divine light and love. Your physical body is simply a shell that covers your soul. True healing is only possible when you take responsibility for your own well-being on this earth and your self-empowerment. See yourself as complete, healthy, and whole. Ganesh prompts you to believe that you are truly capable of handling any matters of health or relationships without blame and with integrity and grace. All right, so part of this healing, I want to give you another Matt Kahn one from his book, The Universe Always Has a Plan, 10 Golden Rules of Letting Go. I forget which one it is, but about blame. Anyone who blames you isn't happy. Anyone who blames me isn't happy. You don't blame when you're happy, right? I feel like there's something going on here spiritually, that witch in the crown chakra. I think that's your leverage personally, because second chakra, feeling individuals out in your life, your money, that kind of stuff could be a little murky. But now you know, you could kind of tune into that, work that a little bit more. And you might very well be showing a poker face there with the Queen of Swords in terms of dealing with the world, yet still doing what you came in to do. So the mantra to that is, if I can remember correctly, I allow all those who blame and have wronged me to be forgiven and to be forgiven as I forgive others. I am set free. Something like that. It's a really good book. I highly recommend it. I hope he puts them out on audio, so a lot of people would, can listen to that in the car. So look, you got a healing card for a healing read and healing heartbreak. So I think you're moving. This is moving in a very, very sane, balanced. But if this is you from the outside looking in, come here. King Midas, by the way, the Midas touch, that creative potential in you in terms of your own personal power. It's very much about creating health for yourself, but slow and steady wins the race. Nobody runs up a mountain, not even the sea goats. One more? Why not? A little aperitif, a little chakra cherry on your Cancerian Chakra Sunday. The chakra reading cards by Rachel Sharman. That's how I'm saying it. I don't know how it could be Rochelle Sharman, Rochelle. I don't know, but it is from Rockpool Publishing. Even though I deal with the 8 chakras, this one adds a 9th one, the Earth Star Chakra under the Earth. So let's ask the higher selves, your higher selves, maybe the higher selves of all involved here. Where a piece of leverage or an entry point into your energy field could be most advantageous. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, which chakra is best to begin with or look at? But this also comes with an affirmation, so the one that they need. Last card down for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, sign, and cross watchers in this Timeless Chakra Read. Visualization. I'm going to think that's third eye. So it did say in the Lord Ganesh card, like, see yourself as whole, complete, and healthy. Now, visualization, it's a little bit more than imagination. It engages the other elements. It's not all air. You visualize it, and then you feel it. And then that makes biochemical changes throughout the body, because chemistry and emotions are highly linked, right? They are biochemical reactions and responses. So interesting. Go find your happy place. And by the way, and this is an Abraham Hicks thing, you don't have to visualize your body healthy. Just imagine yourself doing stuff with a healthy body. Just saying. It's always a way. By the way, what an intense card. You think it's the third eye? Just paste it on my forehead. It's an intense deck. I really like it. And it's card number 28. So let's go there. Let's go to card 28. Ajna. By the way, the name of the third eye is Ajna in Sanskrit, H-A-N-A. It means servant, and yet it somehow manages to become the master, and that's not its rule. That's not its job. So let's see. Please take a nice deep breath. From your higher self to you, card number 28, visualization, third eye chakra. You have attracted this card into your awareness today because this is a creative time of visualization for you. Visualization is a tool manifesting your desires and dreams, and a powerful way for you to receive visions and messages from the spirit world. Now, I am going to recommend an old book. I read it in the 80s when I was still at high school, Creative Visualization by Shakti Gawain. She covers so much in the first few chapters that it's just like Metaphysics 101. I just recommend that. Dated but timeless in its way. When we visualize, we activate the third eye chakra, and yours is currently expanding and awakening. Well, that could be that five of blades, right? That change going on. Fives are numbers of change, regardless of artwork on the cards. You are encouraged to practice exercises that enhance this process, such as meditation and breath work. And I do Ho'oponopono and Wim Hof before every reading, so I'm just calling that Wim Ho, right? Breath work is amazing. The color of the third eye chakra is violet. Not really, it's indigo, but no accounting for taste. So you may like to imagine this color streaming into your third eye as it expands and awakens to its fullest potential. My name is Indigo Montoya. Let it go. Trust what is coming through for you. You will also deepen your intuition and psychic abilities as the third eye awakens. And what crab cake doesn't want that? You are receiving strong signs and messages from your guides from the spirit world. It is important it is important that you slow down for a moment and go within to see what you are being shown. You could also be receiving signs from the earthly world and are encouraged to pay more attention to the visions around you. This card could also represent that you are in a phase of creating and are being asked to visualize strongly what it is you would like to manifest in your world, like an artist, like more money, whatever, right? Whatever, because you've got the wisdom in your throat chakra to do it. This is a very exciting time. Tune into your heart and bring forth the ideas and visions that are appearing to assist you on the next phase of your journey. This card can also be a sign that you need to take more notice of the visions in your dreams, so sleepy dreams. Whatever this card means for you, make sure you nurture the powerful process as it brings you an abundance of gifts at this time. And your affirmation: my third eye is open and I have profound vision. So, when we're talking about seeing, clairvoyance, third eye stuff, I get it, right? Third eye. But you want to make sure the satellite, like all the panels are open and tuned to what? The 8th chakra satellite, beaming it down. I think visualization is a wonderful way, but you don't have to be so detailed, and not everybody sees pictures, right? So use the word imagine, daydream. But you want to get into that heart chakra and make it fun and playful, because that's going to balance out with that 6 of flames, maybe moving that 5 of blades to the 6 of blades, a bit more balance. Isn't that right, my crabby savvy? my oldest black cat son, Cancerian that he is. So we're going to do what's called the blessimation. It's a combination of a blessing and a summation. At the end of that, the reading is officially over, but then I take the last 2 or 3 minutes to release in this case, the Cancerian collective and the cross watchers, allowing the goofy to fly through me. And Angel may care. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Cancerian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, that they be blessed with all that they need to balance their chakras, shedding light on the potential wealth within them that can never be stolen, opening up that crown chakra of their own free will, maybe going into stillness, into silence, into meditation, slowing down, to be the witness of those swirling thoughts or changing thoughts. It's okay, they happen all the time, because they have the wisdom that they need in their choices and their decisions, maybe looking at and harvesting from the mistakes the wiser moves now. But they got a full set because in their heart there is this opportunity for playfulness, for creativity, to create from the heart, which involves divine power. Love is divine power, sacred truth of the heart chakra. Carolyn Myss, anatomy of the spirit. And if this is them from the outside looking in, they have what they need. They may not think they know what they need, but they have it. And if this is somebody that they are dealing with, certainly this could be someone who could be a creative force, their opposite sign, Capricorn maybe, but to help them create boundaries and do this in a healthy, integrous, and healthy healing way. Though things might be a little cloudy in the second chakra, not knowing what's going on with money, not knowing what's going on with that person, but for them to take it moment by moment, ask the yes or no question, and learn their own sacral voice, intuitive language, in terms of grounding this into the physical world as or with an Aquarian energy, someone helping them maybe get this out into the world, right? Maybe somebody has that social justice vibe, or this is them being a little still, a little silent, a little head over heart in terms of dealing in the physical world, to make sure everything is in alignment, in place in the larger picture before going into the detail. And knowing that they will heal heartbreak sooner or later, may they remember that their hearts will love again, because Ganesh says the healing is here, and that's what's going to remove those obstacles, alchemizing and transforming lead to gold. And visualization being a big part, just to even pretend to visualize what it is they want to create. But particularly in terms of their own health, they don't have to see their body parts as being any different than they are. That's tricky when you open your eyes and it's still that way. But they can certainly visualize themselves running on the beach, going to parties, whatever, enjoying their success in this world. So may they be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to evolve, to align, to be the best that they can be. For the Cancerian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers, to do what they came in to do in this life. Use that wealth within them that can never be stolen, and manifest a better world for them and for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. Nice timing. Wave crash as we will it. So let it be done. So motivate. And so it is. Like, everybody's got disappointments and heartbreaks about stuff in the past. Otherwise, it's not a very good movie without that kind of stuff. So if it made sense to you, please hit the thumbs up and help the other Cancerians and cross watchers find it. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe and hit the notification bell, because my schedule changes quickly. Clients come first, then Patreon, then Facebook, then YouTube, then Instagram. That's how it is for my Virgo self right now as a Cancerian, a son of a Cancerian. Have at it. And if you want more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. We're having such a good time over there. And really, there near infinite possibilities, but still within guidelines. It ain't OnlyFans, because, not yet, at least. And if you want to book me for a private reading. There is a link in the description box called Booking a Reading with Mel. Can you imagine? Oh, it explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mel, but we're afraid to ask. Isn't that wonderful, my queen? Otherwise, seriously, wishing you the very, very best. I love my I love crab cakes anyway. They're delish. But I love my Cancerian brothers and sisters out there. Yeah, crabs, go walking sideways, but do what you gotta do. Comment if you like, reach out if you need, have at it. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.